Well, if you're afraid of things that go bump in the night, then the thought of spending the evening in a haunted house would terrify you. Well, the new Aussie film Muir House is based on actual happenings at the spooky Monte Cristo homestead in New South Wales. So inspired by the movie, we sent intrepid reporter Sean Lynch there to find out what goes on when the lights go out.
We get people that just come in the front door and lose it and say, I can't stay here, I've got to go out.
We were just here for about a minute and an incident happened.
We have people come in here get severe headaches. As soon as they get in here, can't stay in the house.
I'm not hesitant to be here, but I'm not staying with you guys tonight in the house. No.
I'm here at the Monte Cristo homestead, said to be one of the most haunted houses in all of Australia. There's ghost hauntings, there's even been possessions here, and guess what? Someone died right there on the front step. Kind of creepy. Guess what? Slightly shitting myself. The homestead provides the unsettling backdrop for the horror flick Muir House. And the director Tan Rahim, along with lead actor Ian P.F. McDonald, have been more than a little unnerved by the strange goings-on.
I spent 4 days, or for correction, 4 nights in the house. The thing is, frequently, just as you're dozing off, you'll get woken up, sheets being pulled, pressure on your chest, shaken, pushing through the beds, all sorts of things.
The first night of shooting, we were wrapping up, and I was upstairs turning all the lights off, and I actually saw the ghost of Mr. Crawley standing in the doorway looking at me. And I ran. I ran as fast as I could. I ran down the stairs, I turned off all the lights, and I didn't tell any of the crew until we finished shooting.
That is quality direction.
I had a film to make.
Reg Ryan, who has lovingly restored the property, has lived in the home since the 1960s, and he says that the original owners, Mr. and Mrs. Crawley, have definitely made their presence felt.
The first thing was coming home and see light streaming from every door and window of the house. That was on about the 3rd night we were here, and if anyone can explain that one to me, they're better than I am, because the house had never had electricity on it. We owned one kerosene light and it wasn't even lit.
Brisbane psychic Juliana senses many entities in the house, including a little boy.
He's actually been with me for a few days prior to us coming here, but he keeps saying to me that he's Lad Morris.
Well, there was a family by the name of Morris work here. Mother and father worked, and the son, and he would have been Lad Morris.
And he's very, very specific here about that he was sleeping on a straw mattress, that was actually set on fire.
And he didn't get up for work one morning, and he said he was too sick. The boss thought he was acting, set fire to the straw mattress, and the boy was burnt to death.
Yeah. Mrs. Crawley is literally standing right here. She actually thinks you're a joker. She's a very snappy woman.
Oh, sorry,
she's very snappy, so you'd want to stand up straight.
Okay.
And watch your tone. She's quite particular about the way you address.
Now, admittedly, going in, I was a bit of a skeptic, but after spending the night at the creepy Monte Cristo homestead, I'm a believer.
It's just after 2:30 heading out. I probably shouldn't be heading down to the cellar. It's a bit scary. If you listen closely, you can hear the ghost of the circle.
Forward to this all morning. In 1943, Archie Flanagan, a young Australian soldier, was put to work on the infamous Burma Railway as a prisoner of the Japanese during World War II. Archie, who found himself under the command of Australian war hero Sir Weary Dunlop, survived to tell his story.
There's 3 miles along a slippery track without boots. You'd probably be carrying a shovel or something, and suddenly your feet could whip out from underneath you and you'd crash onto your back and the shovel on top of you. You'd work there all that day with limited water. You'd be yelled at. You'd see blokes bashed. I can't recall it emotionally, but I can recall it factually. And I do remember that the worst thing was the hopelessness, the feeling of hopelessness that comes upon you. You know that if you weaken, if you go down, you're out. You're finished. You've got to keep going. think of Dunlop, it quite moves me to think of him, yeah. He was so hard and brave, you know, and yet he was so kind and gentle. Generally, I would say for the first 5, 10 years after the war, 15 years after the war, there was a bitter hostility towards the Japanese. But in more recent years, I've seen documentaries on Hiroshima and how the people suffered there, at Nagasaki. And I've been subject to the kindness of Japanese people, and I would say that personally I am very soft as far as the Japanese are concerned. For me, for all the old prisoners of war, what they went through is the defining thing in their life. Absolutely defining thing in their life.
We've been waiting all morning to talk about this. In Stephen Elliott's latest feature, A Few Best Men, we get to see our guest host, Olivia Newton-John, the legend herself, as she has never been seen before, I promise. The film premiered in Sydney on Monday, and our intrepid reporter, Sean Lynch, caught up with the cast.
How was your trip? Tell us everything. Did you have sex with anyone?
No, I'm getting married.
Right, everybody out!
We're right behind you all the way. Just tell us where the party is.
It's at Mia's parents' house in Australia.
Was that a joke?
Are you joking?
There's a lot of bare ass going on in this movie. Now, how much work did you guys have to put in on the old ass?
We didn't do any work whatsoever. That's why it looks really sloppy and terrible. And I'm really sorry, ladies, that you had to see that. Apologies.
I did a couple of lunges, you know, just before breakfast, but that was about it.
Are you a guy that's done nudity before?
Oh, yeah, constantly, yeah. I insist.
Tom.
Barbara, hi.
So you made it through the big night out in one piece? Just checking if you needed any clean towels.
Yeah, I think we're okay for towels. Graham, need some towels?
No thanks, Barbara. Thank you.
Have you got any dirt you can dish on her that we can...
I'd never do that. No. She's wonderful.
What? Olivia Newton-John got drunk at a Polish wedding with you? What?
When I first met her, she gave me like this A4 piece of paper with, you know, how to treat ONJ.
Give Olivia a chandelier. Just see how she behaves around it.
Always call her Miss Olivia.
No, Olivia is probably one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life.
Bow before entering a room.
It'd be like dishing dirt on your own mum.
Take digestive enzymes after lunch if Olivia offers them to you.
On Olivia? You can't dish dirt on this woman. It's impossible. She's like Teflon.
I just really respect her, so I followed all her rules.
This, Ramsey.
What is Ramsey doing in my room? Who?
The sheep.
Your character gets pretty stressed about the break. Now, I've just broken up with my girl. Do you have any suggestions?
Sorry,
and well, I don't know why. I just wanted to be okay.
There's plenty more fish in the sea.
Good afternoon, Barbara.
Is that cocaine? Well, don't just stand there gawping. Line them up!
It's supposed to be the most memorable day of my life.
Probably is in a way.
It's not what it looks like.